you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Good, good. So I'm really curious. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what school you go to.
Definitely. So I live in Otay Mesa, high community also in San Isidro, and I'm currently studying a double major in international politics and Latin American studies at UCSD.
Oh, cool. You're a UCSD student. That's awesome. And tell me how you got connected to the ACLU.
Yeah, I started, I think, a little bit more than a year ago, and one day I just was looking for volunteer opportunities online because I started seeing that there was a lot of things going on with COVID, and I just put my name on the list. And 1 week after, Gracie called me, Graciela Uriarte, and from there on, I just started going to the meetings and little by little adding a little bit more. And now I'm lobbying, organizing. It's amazing. I love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I know that you're in our kind of precinct captain, program. So tell me a little bit about some of the tools or trainings that you've had there as a precinct captain leader. Kind of what are the things that you have learned and how do you feel about those things that you've learned, or how are you putting them into practice?
Yeah, well, I've learned a lot throughout this series, especially the last summer organizing trainings. I definitely learned a lot about organizing, lobbying, allyship, and all the different tools that organizers employ to make of their community a better place. Since I started, I can definitely say that now I know more about how to communicate with other peoples and that my voice actually matters within my community. Because at the beginning, I used to think that, oh, change happens, but that only happens like with people in power. But now through these experiences, I learned that my voice has power, my community has the power to actually make a change. And if we say it, if we put it into action, it can happen, and it's definitely gonna happen.
That's amazing. That's good. So you're not you're ready to embrace your power.
Definitely, and I have and I will continue to.
That's great. That's great. Jesus, I'm really curious. You grew up Otay Mesa. I live in Chula Vista, so I'm really close. I grew up in South Bay, and it sounds like you're studying politics. Tell me a little bit about, once you get done with school, what are those things that you're looking forward to doing?
Well, I am definitely looking forward to keep studying. I would definitely love to get either, well, a law degree, because I really feel that there needs to be changes in the law and people need representation. I'm currently focusing my Latin American studies in immigrant and refugee rights. So that is an area that I really want to continue working on, especially what's happening in Tijuana, cross-border, and globally overall. So I really want to continue working with organizations that have this goal to make our community and the world a better place and embrace our differences and taking consideration all of the injustices and inequality that exist.
That's great. And as you've gotten more connected to ACLU, I love that story that you were just kind of looking for things to do, and and then Graciela called you and you've been plugged in. How do you see yourself kind of growing and evolving and continuing to be part of ACLU?
Yeah, well, since I started, like I said, I basically came in with no experience at all, and Graciela and the ACLU have helped me so much. And now I also participated in Equity in Action, which was amazing for me because I got to talk about refugee and immigrant rights. And as time continues, I definitely want to continue volunteering and continue helping out my community in whatever way is necessary with the ACLU, because I know that there is still a lot of work to be done.
Well, I'd like to now welcome Graciela Uriarte, our lead organizer, to join me for a few minutes. How are you doing, Graciela?
I'm good, Norma. Thank you so much.
So, Graciela, I'm glad that you're doing well. Can you tell us a little bit? Obviously, you're leading an amazing team of organizers at the ACLU of San Diego, and get an opportunity to work with really great leaders from throughout the region. And I know you all just worked really, really hard on putting together a summer organizing training series for some of our leaders. Can you tell us a little bit about the vision for that and what that program entailed?
Norma, it has been wild, as we all know, but the vision for the program has come from a tradition, actually, that we have kept alive through the pandemic. 4 years ago, when I started working here, we started this summer organizing training series with kind of trying to understand what trainings were wanted / needed in the community. So there was a survey that was sent out earlier this year where folks let us know what kind of trainings they would like to have. So we put on a lobbying 101 training, a organizing 101 and 201, on allyship training, as well as a ACLU priorities presentation.
That's amazing. I know that, the work of organizing is kind of constant and ongoing, and I got a chance to meet Jesus earlier, and he shared with me a little bit about his experience. And I'm wondering, as we get ready for like the fall and next year, what are some other ways or that volunteers or community members that want to get more plugged into ACLU's work, what are some other ways that they can get connected?
So for our program, you can volunteer with us by joining us and coming to our regional organizing program meetings. They're called Precinct Captain meetings. We have them bi-weekly in the South Bay, in the central part of San Diego, and in North County. They're all virtual. The way you would sign up for one is you go to our website. There's a volunteer form there, and us as organizers will follow up with you to let you know when these meetings will be happening. There is really where we hone in our organizing skills. And if you feel compelled to continue to come to organizing meetings, you will find out there how to get plugged into our Protect work that we're, helping with the Coalition for Police Accountability and Transparency, as well as our other issue priorities that we have at the ACLU of San Diego and Imperial Counties.
Perfect, that's great. Anything else that you would like folks to know about why getting involved with the ACLU or with our Precinct Captain program? Like, what's the opportunity for them in terms of connecting with folks from throughout the region? Like, if you had an opportunity to tell folks why they should maybe get more involved and connected to our work, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's an opportunity to build relationships across our 3 regions in San Diego for support as we endure these times, and to learn about different issues that we're facing in our communities, as well as how they can get plugged in and also enhance their own leadership skills and qualities. I think that there's a lot of opportunity for us to continue to build a pipeline in San Diego of organizers who are interested in, building power and making real change in our communities.
Great. Thank you so much, Graciela, for all the work that you do every day and for being part of our team.
Thank you so much, Norma.